Hello and welcome to the Max Not Binary. I'm Max and today we're back with CK3. Well, here we are on the Narman dynasty. We are trying to achieve the what Nepotism achievement. Achieve the achievement, indeed. Without conquering a single county. For some extra challenge, because CK3, Countess Ide, our starting countess, was a hideous, imbecile, feeble. Despite this, she lived to be 75 and had 5 children. She also was able to arrange, just before her death, to become friends with our liege, Duchess something of Holland. Still don't know what that symbol is. Maybe I'll look it up. And because she was friends with her liege, she was able to marry her liege's grandson, first son of the primary heir, to her granddaughter, matrilineally. Countess Wendelmort, Wolfgardochter of Holland, and Count Frederick of Holland have a son, Christoph Wendelmort's. Christoph will, in due course, be not only heir to the County of Holland, but heir to the Duchy of Holland. However, the Duchess of Holland is still alive, her son is alive, then it passes to our husband, and then it passes to the boy. So we have a little while to wait before we will actually become Duke of Holland. But we are all set up to achieve that. Also, in our pursuit of what nepotism, I'm never super happy with that. We have, let's open this up again, Queen Emma, the Queen of Great Moravia. She has a son. Only one son. I'd rather they had a second son, but one son will do for now. Prince Baldric of Great Moravia. He is the heir not only to the Kingdom of Great Moravia, but to the Kingdom of Bohemia. One of the things we will be doing today is attempting to find him a suitable, probably fecund wife, so that he can have at least 2 sons. Because we would like these kingdoms to split. Because that will give us 2 kings for the achievement rather than 1. So that is something we're going to have to work on. The other thing that we have is 3 daughters. We're also lollards, which we might want to work on. Our liege converted to lollardy. Demanded we converted to lollardy, and then I'm pretty sure the King of Lotharingia just demanded that she stop doing that. So she did, and now we're all left as lollards, which is moderately unhelpful. But we have these 3 daughters that we can attempt to marry to finally become queens themselves. We also would like to find an excellent spouse for Christoph. None of our children have any negative features, inheritable traits. This one is even quick. We ourselves are delicate and quick, but that's it. So, our traits are terrible. Craven is terrible. Calm is pretty good, and gregarious is pretty good though, so as you can see our stats aren't too bad. Our husband is alright, but most importantly he will in due course become heir to the Duchy of Holland. Obviously we're currently allied to her. We won't be forever. We're allied to some people in England for reasons I forget. Things that are going on in the world are Lotharingia. We have had a whole bunch of tiny boy kings. This one has finally grown up, but as you can see, That led to some problems. Lotharingia is not a super stable top liege. However, they are doing a lot better than East Francia, which, as you can see, no longer exists. So there's that. I assume it will be back at some stage. I think, yeah, the Bavarian kings have the title. He currently only has one son, but one assumes that at some point it will be back. All the kings have been dying out with remarkable regularity. I think the French even replaced one. The West Francians even replaced one of their kings. Aquitaine is ruled by a tiny boy. Well, we were working on the Italians, but can we marry this boy? Oh, we can't marry this boy. I remember now. We were trying to marry this boy, but because this boy is being cared for at a Prince Bishop's court, for some reason we can't marry him. I don't really know what that's about. Maybe they've promised him to the I don't think they can promise him until he is old enough. We can declare some wars, which we're certainly not going to do. We can demand payment. Oh, we got a hook on him. We got this hook so that we could marry, I think it was this boy here. And just as we got it, and we got enough sway with him to betroth this boy to whoever we like, they betrothed him. Which was upsetting. So now we just have this hook, which I'm holding on to in case I want it for something. After all, the grandson might have a tiny child in a couple of years, when this guy could well still be alive. England has a king, which is moderately surprising. They appear to be Anglo-Saxons as well. The Scots are doing quite badly. They've also become Scots rather than Alba. I do not know what the thing is there for them to become Scotland rather than Alba. They were Alba, but now they're Scotland. The Swedes are doing well. The Sapmi are doing really well. Estonia is here. This is quite I remember looking around this map and discovering it's quite a weird map, because Ghazi are now the primary rulers of Arabia. There are quite a lot of big nations out east. White Rus is here. Lithuania is already here. Kiev are doing alright as well. So, yeah, there's quite a lot of stuff going on. Oh yeah, the Umayyads are gone as well. We have the Qutbid down here in Iberia. So, generally, this world has gone very, very weird, which might make getting this achievement a bit more complicated, but we will have to just wait and see about that. Today we're going to have a lovely cozy stream. I've even got my hood on. That's how necessary a cozy stream is. And quietly progress with attempting... Oh, apparently we had some marriage proposals. I don't know what these were. I must have done them at the end of... Somebody I care about has died. Who knows? An influx of serfs has arrived in the county of Holland from the neighbouring county of Nederstricht. They claim to be fleeing from the abusive rule of Count Lambert of Nederstricht, and that they wish to live in my domain instead of his. Legally speaking, they're still in bondage to Lambert, but if I let them settle in my lands, it would be almost impossible for him to prove that they are actually his serfs. So we could return the serfs to this guy, who we don't really care about. I mean, we could... Maybe we care about... I don't think we care about him very much. We could gain some prestige by yelling at him. or make them my serfs. Apparently this gives me stress because I am Craven. Craven is terrible. Are you the heir? You are the heir. You're a legitimized bastard, I see. Can we marry you? We have this daughter here. You would accept that? How about matrilineally? No. Okay. I think we'll gain some prestige of this. I don't really care about his opinion of me. So, we'll just yell at him. Who can I ransom? Who is this? This is my eldest daughter and ward. She is shy, temperate, and may become fickle. She's due to become have a learning education. She's been asking me for a wooden knight for a long time, and I told her I would get her one in 3 months if she displayed more focus in her studies. She simply waved my offer away, saying she did not really care about that anymore. So she can have fickle, she can have content, or she can have trusting. Since she is going to not inherit, I think I'm happy to give her content. I think I might take the stress to give her content. Fickle's a bit rubbish. Let's give her content. Who is this? You are willing to give me this person back who is... oh, married to my cousin. Yes, I'd like someone who is married to my cousin back, please. Yes, so we're watching him, and this boy, Duke Magnus of East Franconia. He is, oh look, Duke Magnus of East Franconia is matrilineally betrothed to a Van Narman. There we go. And then there's also this boy that we're desperate to get. Let us attempt to, ahead of another feast in the honour of my liege, Mehrain pays me a visit. Neither of us are in the Duchess's best graces, he points out, but if we were to provide a spectacular show at the feast, we might improve our standing with her. We're gregarious, so we can try I know exactly how to put on a show. And it has... oh, I could get Diplo +1 for 5 years. Oh no, I can get that and other things. So let's see if we can put on a show. An impression twice made. Bodies swaying and twisting, the dancers Mehrain and I hired leaves everyone astounded. After the meal, the Duchess herself approaches me. That was truly something, well know it. Thrain and I cannot help but exchange a smile. This was a very good idea, Thrain. So, the Duchess likes me and Thrain better, and also Thrain likes me better. Who is Mayor Thrain? The city of Alkmaar. Must be a city within her holdings. We have quite a lot of stress. Is there anything we can currently do about our stress? We can't go hunting. We could have a feast. We haven't got very much money. And we're losing money? Let us gain an extra stewardship perk. What has been going on here? We appear to have just been taking whatever I fancied. I think we'll come down administrator and finish this one off. What do we get for administrator? Isn't administrator the one? Yeah, we get some dip and some asset opinion. It's pretty good. Let's we don't need these particularly, but getting the administrator itself seems worthwhile. I wonder if we raising any of these troops? It doesn't look like. We're just not making any money. That's a bit of a problem. No, we don't want to let the Duchess raise the boy. She may murder him, since he would take her. The top of the game is cut off by the stream. Let's have a quick look. Oh yeah, a little bit. I have trouble with CK3 because it requires me to... Streamlabs will only see it in a window, and it doesn't like the windows. Oh, settings. I think what we want to do is we want to set it to this one, and then set it 80. I think we want to set it to 100. Let's put it back to 80. Hey Dusty, how are you? Let's try a resume. How are we looking now? Oh, I see. Lovely. It's just crashed it out. What about borderless window? We could try. We could try. Give me 1 second so I can get the game capture to actually notice it exists again first. Hello, CK3. You gonna pay attention to that? No? No. Okay. Let's put it on auto. And then try and capture a specific window again. It's trying. It's trying. Doesn't appear to be getting that though. What is the problem with this window? No. I use a 1080p window, uses 20p for the title bar. Let's have a look at borderless. See if we can get it to notice borderless exists. Settings. If we go back to the windowed, oh, I don't actually have a borderless window setting. I can only have full screen or window, unfortunately, and I don't have a lot of window options. So we might just have to live with it. I did find one that worked properly, but I can never remember what it is. There is an app you can get to force borderless. We might have to try that at some point. I might have to reload CK3 to and maybe start it up in the correct thing, and we'll see how that goes. Let me exit. Yeah, exit to desktop. And let's have a quick reload. At least it reloads a bit quicker than Oni does. How are you doing? So, windowed. Yeah, let's use that one. Resume. Here we go. You have to be running it with a machine barely capable to see any performance games for exclusive full stream. Well, I mean, the only reason I don't, there might be another way I can help this cutting off the top. There you go. That's a bit better. We're right at the bottom? We are right at the bottom. Lovely. Yeah, I'd like to... Well, that does it. Rescale in OBS. Yes. Yeah, a bit of rescaling in OBS. Cool. Yeah, I like to play the games in full screen, but because I only have one monitor, I have to play everything windowed when I'm streaming so that I can see the chat. I've tried like using my phone and stuff like that, but I don't really like it. So and the problem is I'm losing money, so I can't really cause a hunt right now. Maybe we'll take the money off Salomon. Actually, what is our... Oh, I don't have a... I wonder what happened to my physician. Let's send you somewhere where you can potentially find secrets that we can exploit for money. Yeah, so to be able to see the chat, I have to play windowed. It's not my favourite, but it's okay. Let's speed you back up again. Oh, yes, we definitely want to have a guardian for our son and heir. What happened to you? Oh, my prisoner. I wonder why I put you in prison. Probably for being a fornicator. I should probably let you out. I don't really care about you being in prison. Christoph, what are you good at? You're rowdy. Intrigue. I'm going to educate you myself. I'm sure it'll be excellent for you. There we go. Hopefully the Duchess in Holland will stop constantly asking for me to let her educate him and probably murder him. I love War Profiteer too, but it's less useful in this game because I'm not allowed to declare war on anyone. Unfortunately. Though that hasn't stopped us being dragged into some wars. The world is largely a bit of a mess. Oh, apparently Lincolnshire has broken free of England, as has Oxfordshire. That's a bit random. Oh, East Francia is back. I didn't realise a liege had the power to prevent all war. A liege doesn't. It's part of my game rules that we have to. We're doing no conquering, so I can only gain through marriage. Our husband is the eventual heir to the Duchy of Holland, though, so we will be gaining through marriage. And the Kingdom of East Francia has returned. Has popped out. So yeah, it seems like they might struggle to survive, though. Wouldn't be surprised if our Duke... Why is our Duke has a claim to the Kingdom of England? I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. Obviously I had plans about who I married people to, but they're a bit random. Okay. We need to marry this daughter to someone. Did the character come with War Profiteer then? She may have. She absolutely may have. I do not remember. But, Let's have a look. When did her father die? 935? No, she's been... Yeah, she may well have. And I may have gone down administrator instead. But I do like war profiteer. I certainly think that always taking golden obligations if you're in stewardship is worthwhile. Right, we want to matrilineally marry this woman. What can we achieve with that? The problem I'm having in my plan to marry my spawn to all the noble houses in Europe right now is that all the noble houses inside my Diplo range and is a Christian, they've all got tiny children as their heirs, as their kings, apart from this one. Golden obligations is the gold for favour. It is, yes. It's the one that lets you take money for the secrets. Have a child, you two. But yeah, we're having some struggles. These children are weirdly being cared for by this bishop, and I can't marry them, and I don't know why. Kill the children in CK3. I'm not allowed to kill my own children. I can kill other people's children. So we definitely can murder other people's children. But the problem is we need old kings so that we can marry their grandchildren. Because otherwise it's a bit complicated. Also, I don't think my queen is very good at intrigue. But she's alright at it. She's alright. She is training her boy to be intrigued, so maybe we'll have an intrigue king next time, and we can murder many other people's children's. See, look, all the kings are boys. Or everyone's gone elective. This is our queen, though. Hey, Ika. This is our spawn on the heir to the thrones of Great Moravia and Bohemia. So that's quite good. I think we achieved that pretty randomly as well. But look at all these boy kings. Such a pain. Also, I need to stop being Lollardy, I think. I also don't understand how this tiny Welsh county became the kings of Scotland. But, you know, good for them. Nobody has suitably aged heirs. That's very sweet. I'm glad you enjoy listening to me waffle, because that's mostly what this is. We might have to marry, like, some secondary branches and things like that, and see how we go. The other thing that I quite like to do sometimes, if I can't find good people to marry, but it's time to marry my heirs, is just to look for dukes that have really high military power, because they have got a reasonable chance of overthrowing their lieges. Oh look, and this one has a tiny boy. This boy is quite tiny, but could be worthwhile marrying a daughter to. 0. 0's not very bad. 0 we can work with. Who is your keeper? Oh, you don't have a keeper? Oh, that's rubbish. That means I can't really affect how you feel about me. Oh, I can. I can become Catholic. Can we just go back to being Catholic? Who is your owner, young child? Absolutely. I'm having a lot of problems with children's owners. Can I just convert back to this? What will happen? My close family will convert. Oh, I don't have enough piety. Okay, right. So we need to save up some piety so we can be Catholic again. Or we need our liege, who converted to Lollardy and then went back to Catholicism immediately, to ask us to be Catholic again. That would be nice too. Right, who else have we got here? No, not rank, we did rank. Let's do military strength. So the Duke of Aquitaine, let's I mean, I have some questions about the parenting here, where they're just letting this child wander about randomly, even though he's only 3. It doesn't seem appropriate on the whole. What other good dukes have we got that we could marry into? The Duchess of Mercia? I think we might have already done this. Oh, there is a child here. She has a county, though. She has the earldom of Suffolk, so they won't let me marry her. That feeling when religion is politics, but still expects you to have actual faith to declare your faith. Indeed. It is moderately aggravating. No, you won't be able to marry him. I don't want to marry anyone in the Byzantine. That's too far away. How is this countess got 2,500 troops? What are you up to, countess? Also, marry your children. Good grief. Oh, these boys are betrothed. That's less helpful. The Duchess of Corsica. Oh no, that was the Duchess of Corsica. Spoleto? No, he's only got daughters. Quite a lot of the Balkans have gone Orthodox in this game, which should be useful for us in the long run. These are all mercenary companies. The Doge is of no use to us. The Aegean Islands. Why are you a duchess if you're underneath the biz? How many duchesses of Wessex are there? I'm a bit confused. Alright, there's no one suitable to marry her to here. Maybe we could, I wonder if we could keep her and marry her to someone with good traits, maybe? Is there anyone with good inheritable traits that we could marry her to? There's a genius here, and he is not even a lunatic. There are a few geniuses, but this is the youngest one. We might, considering that she's 15 now and it's time she got married, marry her to this genius. He also is a plus, he's a 30 intrigue. Wow. What is his base? 10? Okay. Let's marry her to this one, see if we can get some genius great-grandchildren. Grandchildren. She's my child. There we go. You'll do. Also, you can come and be my spy master, because you're quite a lot better than my spy master. Yes, quite a lot better than my spy master. She's also getting on a bit. Now, the other thing we needed was a physician. I don't know what happened to our last physician. One of the quality of life improvements that I would really like for this game is for the game to actually tell you when your physicians die. I don't understand why it's so averse to mentioning that your physician died. It seems like the sort of thing that you might care about and think would be important, but no, nobody cares. Oh, you have a house, so I've got a better chance. Were you married to my physician? No, Don't know. You were married to one of my sisters. Okay, let's see if we can find a physician. She doesn't need to be fertile. She just needs to be a physician. No. There you go. You'll do. Oh yes, I was going to release my my mother. Let's gain a hook on her and release her. We don't really need to keep her in prison. I can't remember why we were keeping her in prison. But I'm not massively bothered about why ever we were keeping her in prison, so... Good. Excellent. You can be our court physician. Congratulations. Right, we still need to try and make some more money, which probably involves building some stuff in our county, but we need money to do that. So our spymaster is off here in our top liege's court attempting to find secrets that we can make people pay for us to not reveal. Stop just letting your babies wander around the world. It's very weird, you know. Will I strike a deal with the Chief Mason? A guild of stonemasons has established itself in the county of Holland. Having dedicated craftsmen in my personal service could help the region flourish. If we get it, we get cooperative stonemasons, which would be good because it's building downs. And we need to build some stuff. I don't really have 50 gold though, is the problem. Oh no, there's always a get out, isn't there? So I will strike a deal with the Chief Mason. I think there's a get out anyway. Oh, he's mad. I ain't paying 75, so we'll just increase the control level. Which is fine. Oh, you're not very good. Hang on. Oh no, she's not married yet, is she? Because we have to wait for the betrothal to come into effect. Why is this guy not our marshal? Considering he's better than the guy who is currently being our marshal. Let's... Oh no, rats. Not that. Oh, now everyone's going to be mad. Hang on. Swap. Swap. And then fire you and put this woman back. She's going to get fired again shortly, but... Sucks to be her. You're making people like us. You're improving our dev. You're spying on Lotharingia. You are the world's most rubbish. But there's nothing to be done about it, unfortunately. Excellent. Our level of splendour has increased. The Norman dynasty is known far and wide. We are insignificant. I had a hook on this countess. Apparently she had no money. Right then. Catherine comes of age. With her coming of age, my tuition of Catherine is at an end. With sufficient tutelage, even a child that has displayed little natural inclination towards scholarship, such as Catherine, can come to truly understand any subject. An avid learner, she has become quite the purveyor of knowledge, and has proven herself fully capable of structuring advanced theoretical and theological arguments. She becomes an astute intellectual. Which is pretty cool, because in Lollardy it's also a virtue. Yes, may God grant us long life and many children indeed. But also you're about to become my spy master. What is this? No. This needs a no and stop asking. I am not allowing you to murder my son and heir. I know you would like to, because he's of my dynasty and not yours. But you cannot murder my son and heir, nor can you make him French. We're clearly Dutch. Now. Right, you're getting fired again, deliberately this time. Because this guy's way better. And if I give him a job, then everyone will stay, which is good. It's always important to consider whether your son-in-laws need jobs to stop your children wandering off. Honoured to serve. So we can get to administrator. We're making some money again. That's good. We could do with trying to find a... No, you don't need to marry a physician, boy. You need to marry someone with good inheritable traits. Let's have a little look. Nothing massively worse happening there. How old are you? 7? That's right, we can wait a little bit. But not that much longer, to be fair. We have leveled up a little bit in that time, though, which makes it a bit more marriage acceptance. Really? Oh no, they're not genuine in my territory. My child seemed dumb, but I made them read for 10 years and now they're smart. Yes, sometimes that works out. Who have you declared war on? You've declared war on Groningen? Oh, well, that's fine. You have fun. Don't know. No! Stop that! Oh, we're being raided again. And I do not have enough troops to deal with this. Who are they going to murder? They captured my husband. Oh, well, assumably they'll ransom him back to me fairly soon. Don't you wander around here? You did not help. Who is this? I am marrying this woman, who is ugly. She is my cousin. To the son of the Countess of Bren? Who knows? Whatever. I obviously had some sort of idea about it. I assume he's the heir to a county. So it was obviously, like, the best match I could find for her. Which, you know, she's a bit unfortunate. Really? There is no... Very well. Let's go and spy on France. They always have secrets. Come here. Come and spy on the King of West Francia. He's bound to have some secrets. Yes, 25 gold? I would like my husband back, though. Well, maybe I didn't care, actually. We're 45 now. Oh, I think we need to keep him alive, though, so he remains in the inheritance. Also, is this woman planning to live forever? She is 84. Which is, you know, quite a lot. Oh, wow. I'm pregnant. That's deeply surprising, considering I'm 45 and he was just in prison. Obviously, I was really pleased to see him again. While performing his duties as my spy master, I should have read his name before I married him. Sforad has uncovered a secret held by Countess Ida of Dijon. She has apparently taken Francois, the knight, one of her knights, as her lover. Lovely. This is useful to know. Let me blackmail you for money. Yes. Good. Pay me. Pay me for your secrets. Excellent. Old woman lives to 114. I've still got my best years ahead of me. Oh. I mean, In some ways, I'm glad she's lived quite a long time, because right at the end of our grandmother's life, they became friends, which I think has helped us out quite a lot. It certainly allowed us to marry the man who is our husband. So all in all, that was a bit useful. We can designate a guardian. Can I be her guardian? Do I want to be her guardian? Sure, I'll be her guardian. We don't really mind which one is which. What are you learning to be, kid? Marshal. Yep, seems fine. I can't... What? Oh, good. I could declare on the King of Aquitaine. Well, even if I was declaring wars, I don't think I'm declaring on the King of Aquitaine. Do we want this guy to come and be a knight? Wow. That is some impressive prowess. Sir, who have we got as our knights? Will I displace anyone I really need to have as my knight? Who is this boy? Oh, the heir to the county of Ypres. Oh, my husband is my soulmate, apparently. I wonder why that happened. Right, you should be forced. Well, actually, you can be allowed. My Chancellor, my Steward, my Court Chaplain. Pretty much everyone has another job, so I think it's fine. We can definitely have a new knight. He can serve us. We'll also attempt to find him a wife fairly shortly. See if we can grow some robust children in our court. As Countess, I've been obliged to attend a local jousting tournament, but the contestants have been delayed. The tourney won't start for at least another hour. Countess Charlotte of Bar is here, and as always is being an insufferable lout. Her constant complaining is making everyone even more miserable than normal. On the other hand, I just noticed a merchant dropping off a cart of spiced wares. So we can chuck her in the water trough. Hi, Brainless Society. She becomes our rival. I mean, do we care about you? You're just another countess in the kingdom, aren't you? You're not very important to us personally. I can get drunk, but that's not great. I think we're just gonna chuck this woman in the thing. There we go. Ooh, accusations of witchcraft. Is this woman good? She's not very good, to be fair. We could take her as a new advisor. But I don't think I care about her enough. We can burn her. Oh, we did want some, let's burn her. Because we want some piety. So that we can stop being goddamn lollards. Sorry. You've been burned on the altar of us not being lollards anymore. Sorry, lady. My peasants are happy. I've got some piety. Oh, somebody's attempting to murder someone. While performing his duties as my spy master, Svarad has uncovered a secret held by Count Herbert of Rathel. He was the man behind a failed murder attempt against Roger. I mean, we don't really know who Roger is, or why we should care, but to think that he would ever sink so low. Give us money. Good. This is literally the whole reason that we're digging up secrets in the French court. Is just so we can have money. Alright, my youngest needs a guardian. Am I still pregnant? This pregnancy seems to have gone on for ages. Hello, child. What are you good at? Learning? Pensive. Pensive is stewardship as well, isn't it? Let's make you a steward. And who can we get to be your... Oh no, that's not right. Oh, I could marry you to a genius. Why wasn't this genius around when I wanted to marry my eldest one-to-one? Look at all these geniuses. That wasn't what I intended to do though. Educate a child. Who would we like to educate this child? probably this guy. Genius educators are pretty good. You can convert her faith. She can definitely become a Catholic. Is it a wanderer? Wanderers can be out of Diplo range. But then I wouldn't be able to marry this one to her. So, unsure. Send a proposal. He is a wanderer, so he might have come back in. Who knows? But yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, we had another daughter. That's good. We don't really want any more sons. For every birth it gets a little easier, yet I never cease to be amazed by the intensity of the experience and my own strength. Once more I have brought forth new life to this earth in the shape of a perfect little daughter. Who will you become? Sane is fine. You can definitely be Sane. You better not come and raid me. I've had quite enough raiding today already. While performing his duties as spymaster, Svarad has uncovered a secret held by the king. He schemed to have the other king murdered. Oh. Somebody got the happy accident achievement, or whatever it is when you murder someone and take their throne. Not only cruel and heartless, but dishonourable as well. I am trying for a particular achievement. We're doing no conquering whilst trying to get the Nepotism achievement. So, without conquering anything, we want to get 10 dynastic kings, using kings in the CK3 completely gender neutral way that they do it here. Currently we have one king by marriage, and they have a living heir. That sounds hard to do without conquering. I think the marrying is going to be alright. The problem is going to be keeping anyone on the throne long enough to get to 10. Because we're married to take over the Duchy of Holland, which I think should help loads. Because we need a bit more prestige to marry the important people. But one of the biggest problems that I notice when I try this in other games is that you really need to be militarily powerful to keep your dynasty on the thrones of places, because otherwise stuff like this happens and people murder or revolt against the kings that you achieve. So we will see. Do you have any children that I could sensibly marry? Would you, No. All. I have this son here. Oh, it's not quite enough. I wonder if I could sway him and use the hook. Whether I could get enough to marry the daughter of the King of France. I think that might be worth trying. Let's check we can get the hook on him first, and if we can, we're going to sway him. Let's blackmail him. Oh, it's only 50%. It's only a weak hook. You murdered the king! Surely that should be more than a weak hook. Okay, let's try the blackmail and see how we get to. Yes, excellent. I am about to finish a run and will break my empire to do that achievement. We'll have to try it out without conquering more land. Sounds fun. Yeah, certainly that's a way you can do it. It's just to build a massive empire and then ensure that it all gets inherited separately. Or just release vassals if they're of your dynasty. Right, so King of France, you have this daughter here. I'd like to arrange a marriage with my son and heir. Matrilineally. I would like to use a hook. No, not matrilineally. I'd like to use a hook. -93. I wonder how much I can get him to like us by swaying him. We could also send him a gift when we have some money to help. Our sway chance is pretty terrible. But let's give it a go. We've got a few years. We can see what we can do since we've got this hook. Yes! Yes, liege. I absolutely wish to abandon my errant ways and embrace Catholicism. I'm quite happy to do that. I mean, it's your fault we're goddamn lollards anyway. But now we can all be Catholic again. No, you can't have my son, though. Stop trying to have my son. Currently own all Scandinavia, Britannia, HRE and Russia, so we'll just grant them to my dynasty and let them be happy on their own. Indeed. One of the things I quite like to do is just become Britannia, because then you're usually powerful enough to have an influence, and you leave all of this for marriage, and later on Scandinavia if they turn. So that's one of the ways I try and do it. I've never quite got there though. I had 9. I was right on the edge of doing it, and then I stupidly formed a religion, which resulted in my heirs not being eligible to be head of religion, and therefore it passed to somebody else, and we lost. I was pretty upset. So now we're Catholics. Ouch. Oh, yeah, no, I was really upset. Yeah, look, now it's only -48. We might well be able to marry this girl to our heir. If we can get a couple of successful sways and maybe build up a bit more money so we can also send him a gift. Excellent. Thank you for the follow, Brainless Society. Cool. Right. Thank God we're Catholics again. This is definitely worthwhile. We're having... Lotharingia is deeply unpowerful, our top liege, so we're having some real problems with the Scandinavians. Right, Christoph. What do you want to be? Cynical? I mean, I like cynical. Yes, cynical's great, because you want to an intrigue. Be an intrigue monarch. So, cynical will do nicely. It also doesn't give me any stress. Brainless is fine. Cool, brainless. That is good. New perk? Lovely. We can get administrator. This should, this gives us some dip. So it should help our attempts to sway the French king a little bit. I mean, assuming someone doesn't murder him in retaliation. Oh, head of faith. Give us gold. We no longer need the piety. We don't want to demand a payment from him. Excuse me. Oh, man. Yeah. Because we want to use our hook for this marriage. Yes, give me funds. They will help me persuade this guy to be my friend. We can send him a gift. Gains 82 opinion. Let's send him all our money. King. What? Oh no, I have a hook. There we go. Send proposal. Excellent. We are allied with West Francia, who has apparently just managed to eat Aquitaine again. I don't know how, but he has apparently eaten Aquitaine again. Did you murder the boy king of Aquitaine? What happened here? What have you... Oh, these are male only, so your daughters can't inherit. That's interesting. Oh, you conquered it off Off the King of Aquitaine. Nice. He's a charming man. So, daughter, you've had a child. Is she a genius? No. At least she's quick. Yes, she can be Wendell named for me. How are we getting on here? Lovely. So, although him being married to the French isn't... I don't need to sway you anymore. We can try and sway someone else. Can we... You there? Can we arrange a marriage with you now? I can't remember why we wanted to. Hang on. Who are you? Oh, you're the Duke of Aquitaine. Oh, but now you're the Duke of Aquitaine, so we're less likely to be able to arrange a marriage with you, aren't you? Rats. That's a shame. Okay, so you're no use to us anymore. Oh, look. Oh, no, but now he's a prince. This keeps happening. So we won't be able to marry him either. He no longer lives in a... Really? Why don't you care about this being matrilineal, lady? Oh, I see. Because he isn't your dynasty anyway, so you don't care. Oh, that's interesting. We could do with a hook on her. Let's see if we can get a hook on her and do some swaying of her. We can also send her gifts when we have some more money. Right, let's try swaying this woman. And we would also like to send our excellent spy master... There? Yes. Yes. Into the Queen's Court in Italy. Hello. Oh, you're a good, bishop. Lovely. Right, okay. Excellent. Our husband is now the primary heir to... Oh, they're going to make me steward. Amazing. I think this is the first time we've actually been given, a position that is useful to us in terms of what we're attempting to do. Look, we're making money, extra domain taxes, lower construction cost, extra stewardship. This is our cousin. I mean, he has decent... Oh, somebody died. Alliance formed with Count Frederick. What are you Count of? You've become the Count of Groningen. Hang on, what? This is my husband. So my husband has been given the county of Groningen. I think you gain extra lifestyle XP when you're on a council. You do, but you gain it dependent on what position you have. So we've been on the council the whole time, but they kept giving us positions that we weren't suited for. Someone is plotting to kill this woman. I don't think I care. I mean, yes, we must stop it. It's obviously important. No, don't raid my husband. Do we want this commander? I mean, he's not really all that. Let's have a look at our knights. Steward. We don't care about this guy. He can leave if he wants. My cousin, knight, and best friend. I mean, he probably won't leave. so I don't think we need to worry about that. Yeah, I guess we can have him. I mean, he's better than most of our knights. And they have houses, so they're quite useful for that because they have houses that you can... They're better for marrying people to. Honestly, these Norse stomping around just constantly raiding us. My heir is first in line to inherit Groningen. Yes, that was like the whole point here. Some countess has taken a lover. She's not the queen though, so it's only moderately useful, but we can use it to get money, which will give us a way to improve the queen's opinion of us. Let's get money off you. Thank you. Oh no, this one's going to get one of the rubbish ones. This is such a terrible event. Isabel seems to be having a difficult time at our latest feast. She slipped underneath one of the tables and hid from people for the entire meal. So she can be shy, which is awful, especially because we're trying to teach her to be martial. She's going to be impatient or gluttonous. How much stress have I got? Oh. Ugh, shy indeed. I mean, to be fair, she's not... We haven't betrothed her, though, and she has minus attraction. I think we'll give her impatient. Opinion of liege, opinion, vassal opinion. That one doesn't matter so much. Yeah. We'll give her impatient. But that is a problem. Oh, toil and hard work. Absolutely, you can be diligent. Son and heir Christoph has been impressed with one of the household knights for a very long time. After finally meeting in person, he has been repeating the warrior's words to himself. Work hard, and you can master anything. Diligent is excellent. We'll definitely give our heir diligent. Really? Stop raiding me. God's sakes. Right, we might have to go on this hunt. Maybe we'll have a feast instead. Yeah, we might have a feast because it reduces our stress a bit more. I don't usually like to feast because it makes you fat. But because we're craven, hunts aren't as good as they would normally be. The guests are gathered in the great hall, lords and ladies from the near and far reaches of the realm. The mood is bright and spirits are high as the feast begins. I did everything I could, ensuring that Clara and Queen Emile would be as far from each other as possible. It was not enough, and now they have come to blows in the middle of my feast. One of my guards is close to the brawl and looks to me for the order to intervene. So my sister is fighting with the Queen of Italy. Restrain Clara until things cool down. We definitely want the Queen of Italy to like us more. So we're going to restrain our sister. Didn't you just have a child? Well done. Yes, more children. Strong. Oh, every time. I always get this. Oh, and it won't let me go into debt for this. My lady, the wine. We cracked open the next barrel. It has gone bad. It has all gone bad. The feast is still raging, but without drink the mood is sure to dwindle at a cruel pace. And I can't go into debt for this, so we're going to have to pitch in. And lose some prestige. With everyone headed for their respective homes, I am proud to say the feast was a success. Nevertheless, I am still grateful that the endeavour is over for now. Excellent. Could have been worse. We did get that good event with the Queen of Italy. Hello, Queen. Can we marry your... Oh, he's a homosexual. Never mind. Can we marry your... Oh, Lotharingia is being attacked by some peasants. Not yet. We are going to need a hook on her. I wonder if she's been doing anything. Or we could be friends with her. That should work as well, I think. If we can become her friend. I don't think stewardship gives us a lot of access to friend events, though. I can demand payment from Count Otwin. Oh yes, just give me your money, Otwin. Oh no. Apparently she hasn't murdered anyone. Very well, you know best. So what are we going to do about this? Can we still manage to get this boy married? I mean, he is a homosexual. We could potentially try and marry the younger one. Really, isn't that worse? Oh no, they're the same. They are the same. Minus 70, we're not going to be making up for with sway. Marrying down is dear. You have too many existing alliances. Minus 45 for too many existing alliances. Who am I allied with? Oh, my husband. And this guy. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. He's a homosexual as well. Good grief. Why is 3 too many existing alliances? Rats. I don't think I can overcome that very straightforwardly. That is disappointing. There seemed an opportunity, but I'm not sure it really exists. I'm gonna have to have another look. We'll stay swaying her for a little bit. Things, after all, might change. So, do we go down the avaricious path? I mean, I don't have any subjects to extort. I don't have a lot of dread. I'm not sure any of these are very useful for us. I think we're going to do better coming down this. Let's go for defensive measures, and then we're going to come down the other side and come down to architect. So let's start with taxwoman. And see where we get to from there. Could we go on a pilgrimage or something? We could do. I don't have quite enough money for it yet, but we probably should do at some point. Oh, the peasantry are ecstatic. The peasants in the county of Holland are in a good mood. The harvest is bountiful, the roads are safe, and the village elders are telling nonsensical stories of cows producing honey-laden milk and geese laying golden eggs. The peasants are praising me for their fortune, and have sent a delegation carrying gifts. Do we want to reinvest? Dev growth, popular opinion. I think so. I think the dev growth is more important than 15 gold. What is the dev here? Currently 14? We're getting there. I don't know where there is. Oh, what? The Countess of Bar is sending us smallpox-laden bodies. We're calm, so we don't like scooping him up and sending him back. We could study it for some extra learning. Oh, I'm not having ravaged by disease, so the entourage of my rival Countess Charlotte stops some way from Amsterdam. Before I have time to send out an envoy, something is launched from their camp towards my castle. A mangled body, ravaged by disease, falls from the sky, skin marred by rashes and bumps that can be seen even from where I am standing. It lands with a squelch, spreading blood, intestines, and panic. We will study it. So we might get... Somebody might get smallpox. Let's have a quick check. Our court physician is not currently dead, which is useful. I'm sorry. What happened here? When did this happen? Ah, my plans. My beautiful plans. Once again in ruins. Why is... Oh, Lotharingia. Okay, so... Who is my liege? My liege is still this guy. But he now has a top liege. Okay. So somehow we have got... But he still holds the Duchy of Holland. So we're now in line to inherit all of this. Well, that actually seems better. But we also need to do some planning on how we can inherit the Kingdom of Frisia. The Kingdom of Frisia is pretty much the highest level title I want to have, and I would quite like to take all of de jure Frisia, which is this, and I'd quite like to not hold other things, but it might be difficult to not hold other things. I mean, we can give them away. So he has West Friesland and the Kingdom of Frisia. She has some other kids. And currently they only have one daughter. He's young though, he'll probably have other children. Right, so we'll need to keep an eye on that. Okay, I'm going to take a very quick break. I will be back in approximately 2 minutes. rank, and I just noticed that I failed to turn my microphone back on. You people should have yelled at me. Ah well, these things happen. Yeah, so the Bacillus isn't a goer. I was thinking it was quiet. Thanks, Brightness. Yes, no, I was just moving my lips for fun. I kind of opened my game. Yeah, no, I mean, I do that all the time. I'm often playing whilst listening to Twitch streams. So it's not really, I completely understand how that happens. So we want to consider carefully if we marry any daughters of noble houses because of the too many... who is this guy and why is he your heir? England? Oh, Saxon elective. Yeah, I don't yet have enough daughters to spread them all over all over elective kingdoms. Moravia is sorted. West Francia. He is not having a son anytime soon. He could do. We'll keep an eye on him. The child king of East Francia. I just completed a Harvard achievement. The one starting with a Muslim on Spain. Control Hispania and West Francia. Was harder than I thought. Got twice crusaded against me. Yeah. The Crusades are pretty hard. I haven't tried any of the place-specific ones. So, that's sort of something I'm going to do later on. I also have the problem that I find the Crusades really boring. Both, regardless of which side of them you're on. So actually doing the crusade bit of Crusader Kings, I generally find a bit of a waste of time. Bulgaria seems to be failing to have any sons. His wife is 25. I wonder if this girl will have any useful children. It's a fun one though, but lots of revolts and things, so you've got to keep a lot of control over everything. That does sound quite fun. I mean, I suspect that lots of them are fun. I just, it's just one of those things, you know, that because the... Oh, look, they've betrothed him. They've betrothed him to someone rubbish and Irish. Oh well, maybe he'll have some children. Oh, he's only 12. We'll keep an eye on him. More boy kings. Everybody's a boy king. Yeah, so I am gonna do some of those, I think. I'm sort of reaching the limits of things I can do by starting wherever I like. And it might be interesting to play a more structured game. Who is this guy? And in what way is he this lady's heir? So, Duchess of Austria. Yeah, son of him. Has a son. Can I marry this son? How about this one? Oh no, this is my daughter. Don't I have a granddaughter? Ooh. Where's my granddaughter? There she is. Look at this. We can marry the heir to the throne of the Duchy of Austria. Which I think is alright. Let's do that. We're gonna... Now is the time when we're sort of waiting to become a duke and all of that sort of stuff, where we just need to spread our dynasty around the place. Because sometimes the AI actually does the things you want it to. Not very regularly, but occasionally. The AI is successful. Look, we can try to put our dynasty on Cornwall as well. Cornwall don't like us. We could make Cornwall like us, probably. Could save up and make Cornwall like us. Let's save this boy. So we can save up and make Cornwall like us a bit. And try... what is going on here? Try to get the what's it? What is the thing? Cornwall. Okay, so we've got you. Who else can we find? I mean, there ain't no ladies. But sure. I'm Max Young. Let's see. Who have we got? Castile? Surely they're just... It's cool. So, for new viewers, and because it's kind of come up, I'm non-binary, and the way that I express that is I'm agender, so I literally just don't really get the whole, there being a massive difference between boys and girls and all of that sort of stuff. It doesn't make any sense to me. The thing that people feel where they feel very strongly that they're one gender or the other, I don't understand it. So, yeah, it's just kind of a thing that I don't feel. So a lot of the gendered stuff is a bit weird for me, just because none of it feels right, if you see what I mean. It's no worries. It's just it came up, so it's a good opportunity to talk about it a little bit. I find playing Crusader Kings especially funny, because everything in Crusader Kings is so super, super gendered. Which is just like a very weird experience. But sometimes you just have to deal with the fact that the women in this game are for breeding, and the men are mostly for murdering. So, who can we marry our daughters to? We've got some daughters that we're currently attempting to marry for fun and profit. Mostly profit. But we're having trouble finding suitable partners for them. You can change some of that with options. But then you can't get the achievements. That's my only problem with it. I'd really like to be able to maybe just reverse it. You know how you can set it so that it's matrilineal rather than patrilineal? It's not a multiplayer game. It's a single player achievement hunting run, young'un. So you'd like to remove religion from it? I don't mind that, because it's just another system. But it does sort of feel like there's no reason why you couldn't just flip the genders and do a matrilineal game where everything flips gender-wise, but you would still have all the same constraints. So, and I don't see why you couldn't have achievements on that. It's a bit weird. But you can't, so we'll play with the traditional settings and maybe we'll do some fun, weird stuff later. One of the modes of CK2 rather, that I really used to like to play was the Shattered World ones, where everybody starts as a county. The only problem I have with that is that the early game is super fun, because surviving when everyone's tiny counties and everyone's trying to make alliances and attack each other is loads of fun. But then if you manage to get through that and snowball, it can become a bit easy because the AI doesn't make alliances as effectively as you do. But yeah, if they introduce that... Ooh, who are you the Duchess of? Transjurania? They're not very far away. So, your daughter is the Queen of West Francia. That's interesting. This guy is your heir. Oh no, that's no good, is it? Who is he? He's this bloke's son. Yeah, that's no good. We're not going to be able to marry him. Okay. Nope. Alright. Let's leave this for a little while. We married one of our spawn away. If we can keep doing that every year, we'll be fine. My husband is now my liege. His father is dead. Didn't live as long as his venerable grandmother, who lived to be 86. His father only lived to be 64. But that is fine, because now he is inherited. We can be rid of him largely any time, because then Christoph will inherit. Oh, this split though. Did this split? No, you are... Yes, all of these are part of the Duchy of Holland. That should be cool. So our plan is coming together. We just need to work out something to do with Frisia. What are we doing? We're swaying you, aren't we? Did I go to sway you? Oh no, I'm swaying Frisia. I'll give you money, I guess. Who's dead now? My Chancellor, who was my Marshal, is dead. Have I got a decent Marshal replacement? I think I do. This one will do. He's good enough. Lingering resentment. Christoph for some time. However, when he finally confessed, he's responded harshly. Now Christoph passes by. Okay, not entirely sure what's going on in that event. It appears that he had a crush on someone. Oh, at least he's heterosexual. That's handy. So he could be vengeful, which is not terrible. It is a sin, though. But considering we want him to be intrigue, he could be chaste, which we definitely don't want, or he could be stubborn. I mean, stubborn's pretty good, but I think we probably want him to be vengeful. Dread game, hostile scheme chance, prowess, intrigue. I think we can probably deal with the sin. I think he can keep vengeful. Oh man, endless sneezing. So, yeah, so far, he's not looking like he's going to be too bad. Who's dead now? Our Steward, maybe? Maybe our Chancellor, actually. Let's have a look. Steward. Have I got a decent other steward? You do not appear to have a very good other steward. We might need to marry someone for that. Not this. Let me look at my court. And let me look at the unmarrieds in my court. Age. Hello, lady. You were married to a steward. Let's see if we can marry you to a new steward. I mean, he's 61. He's not going to last very long. 14 isn't great. Have we got any other women that we could marry for stewardship? Could marry my daughter for stewardship. But then I wouldn't get a steward for 6 years, so that's not very useful. So it's going to have to be you, lady. I mean, they don't have to be fertile. We don't care whether they're fertile. I think we're going to go for... let's have a look at the 60. He's fine. So we might go for him and try and marry someone else to a steward later on. Matrilineally, please, so you can come to my court. Excellent. And now you can be my steward. Why am I not the steward of my liege? Oh, because I'm his duchess, so I can't be his fucking... Well, he's not available to be my spouse. That's a bit aggravating. That is a bit aggravating. Unexpected problems from being married to your liege. What's going on here? Peasants. Peasants are going on here. Lovely. Let's ask my head of faith for gold. Unfortunately, the King of Frisia hasn't been up to anything. Very well, you know best. We would like you to go and spy on Cornwall. Thank you. I would like to... Yes, obviously. Ah, stop raiding me. Good grief. Liege, you are my husband. Shouldn't you be coming here to, like, do something about this? My granddaughter was captured. There was a commotion among the children today. Ulfildir was attempting to preach among her fellow youngsters and became the target of a small fight. Isabel was furious that anyone could target someone attempting to speak on behalf of God and chased away the other children. So she can be zealous, but we are going to make her brave because it's better than zealous. Yes, I would like my granddaughter back. Thanks. Child of my dynasty. These two have been doing pretty well in producing children. Thetberger. Yes, that's fine. They could try and produce a genius child. That would be nice. But we'll take just a child. I think we might go on a pilgrimage at this stage. Let's go and pilgrimage. We'll go to Jerusalem. Oh, it's the Deus Vult music. As I prepare for my journey, I know that I will travel safely under the protection of God. I will be gone for a long time. I can only pray the Lord watches over my realm as well. Off we go. Out here late at night, I sometimes look to the stars and wonder, can God even see me this far from home? What am I doing all this for? We're definitely going to take Worldly Pilgrimage, which gives dip +2 and stress loss. Because, like, it's just straightforwardly the best one. If Theatrical Pilgrimage was ruler of same faith opinion rather than theocratic ruler of same faith opinion, that would be awesome. But definitely a bit of stress loss and some dip is super worthwhile. Oh, I wake to the noise of chaos in camp, but it only takes me a few moments to realise what is happening. We are under attack. Bandits are swarming our tents and wagons while our guards do what they can to resist. So, I could engage in a prowess challenge. My prowess is apparently 1. But nonetheless I would have a 45% chance of fending off the bandits. But I get 60 stress from being craven. So I can spend some prestige to hide under the wagons. Or I can spend some money. Let's try hiding under the wagons. Oh no, I got wounded. And I got terrible treatment. Good grief, that's not great. I'm finally here, body and soul, at the great church of Jerusalem. As the bishop offers me blessings, I reflect on everything that had to happen for God to bring me here at this moment in time. I have walked the holy path. Loads of piety. Gain pilgrim, gain determined pilgrim. Which is pretty good. And we have become devoted servants. Which isn't too bad. My journey has been a long one, but I've finally come home again. While much remains the same, something has changed in how the priests and bishops treat me. I have undergone the journey of a holy woman, and they insist it has changed something about me, whether I can see it myself or not. It is good to be home. Oh, we can demand a payment from someone. Who is this guy? Ah, yes, let's demand his money. Thank you. I will enjoy having your money. New stewardship perk. Let's have defensive measures to increase my fort level. Maybe it'll convince the Oh, I died. Why did I die? Oh, I died from my wounds. Duchess Wendelmoet of Holland has found peace in Christ's embrace at 51 years of age. She died from her wounds. A conscientious woman, she was renowned for her excellent skills as a steward and a ruler. Count Christoph ascends to the throne. Merely 14 years old, he will need to rely on the council during his first years of rule. Continue as Count Christoph. Oh, my mother died. It gave me a bunch of stress and then I died. I see. Okay. So here we are as Christoph. We are the heir to the Duchy of Holland, the Duchy of Frisia, the County of Gurrigan, and 2 more titles. We have a whole bunch of siblings. And some nieces and nephews that we control. Our father is only 43. So that's fine. But we are betrothed to the Princess of West Francia. So in 3 years we should be allied. No, I am allied to West Francia. Excellent. So that should keep us safe. Anyway. What is, where, who? What cousin is this? Oh, now I'm going to be related to all sorts of random people. Okay. So we're not going to be able to do very much until we are a adult. Fortunately, I need a new tutor. Let's get me an educator. Let's use my brother-in-law, and maybe his genius will help us have a good roll on the last couple of intrigue things. And he should be fairly unlikely to murder me. Well, he might murder me. We'll have to hope he doesn't murder me. We can declare some wars, but we're obviously not going to do that. We could negotiate an alliance with our liege. I don't think we really need to. I think we're going to hold that for a bit. I suppose he might try to murder us. He has a new young wife. We should probably try and murder him as soon as we're old enough. I'm pretty sure it's not in my rules that I can't murder parents. I think I only can't murder children and spouses. Cannot murder spouse or children. There you go. So I could murder my father. I'm not endorsed by my bishop. Well, I can't do anything about that right now. But yes, we might want to murder him. Once we are old enough. Hopefully our education will go well. Why don't we have an heir? Surely just one of our sisters should be heir? They're all of our dynasty. Oh no, my father is heir. I see. Yeah. We should definitely try and murder him once we're of age. Because otherwise he might well try and murder us. Or he might try and disinherit us or something like that. So that we can't have his titles. Someone is plotting to kill my suffering bishop. I mean, I don't really care. He's an alright suffering bishop, but I don't have loads of use for them. Maybe we should... we don't really want to ally with him. We want to kill him. I suppose if we allied with him... Oh, I've become an elusive shadow. Amazing. With the help of Svorad, I have achieved an understanding of intrigue that far exceeds that of any of my peers. Even though I had a natural inclination towards the subject, my mastery of it is still an achievement. Thinking back on my childhood, I realize I never truly connected with anyone. Even as I saw others playing with friends or whispering about love, I never experienced such things myself. I am certain the coming years will lead to new friends and new opportunities. I have gained the trait Elusive Shadow. So, we are a pretty good intrigue ruler. We are a man now. So let's do some intrigue. We are gonna go the schemer path because I want to get the murder scheme power. So we might go all the way to twice schemed into schemer. But we're definitely going to start by going truth is relative, swift execution. The only problem with the truth is relative perk, it's an amazing perk, you can fabricate claims on hooks on people, is that you get huge amounts of spam from your spy master doing any work. I think, considering we have excellent So, considering we are already an excellent intriguer, I think we might take the fertility. We might take the temptation focus for fertility, attraction opinion, and seduction scheme power. Do we want that? Yeah, I think we'll take that. Well, I quite like the natural dread of intimidation. I think we'll take intimidation now, and if we have some sort of trouble having an heir, we will move to temptation focus later. So let's take intimidation focus. Hopefully, let's have a look at your council. Do you have a... Oh, you have a spy master. Is he old? He's quite old. Surely you would like me to be your spy master, father. I'm much better than he is. Surely I would like to murder my father. Ooh, that's not a very good chance. Why is my chance so rubbish? We'll have to wait a little bit until we get the improvements. We will definitely be attempting to murder our liege and father to inherit all of his stuff. She's nearly old enough to marry, so that's pretty good. My son! You should be Spy Master of Holland. You bet I should. I am an excellent Spy Master. Now can I murder you? Ha! As his Spy Master, I get a plus 75% for murdering him. Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, so I'd definitely like to murder my father. Because I don't want him to have any additional boys to split my inheritance. So let's get with the murdering of my father. Forthwith. Yes, no alliances with him, just murder him. This is quite exciting. Gonna murder our father. I hadn't really, it wasn't a deliberate loophole in leaving out that we couldn't, that we could murder our parents on the list of rules. It was simply that I didn't want to... You better pay for our sister to come back. I didn't want to make it too easy to control the dynasty, which is why you can't kill your spouses or your kids. My spy master approaches me with a wicked grin. My lord, this pouch contains a powder most nefarious. If sprinkled on top of something, say a gift for Duke Frederick, leaves no trace but will afflict whoever it touches with weakness and ill humours. We have a 95% success chance and 95% secrecy, which are both the max, so there is no point paying money. The murder scheme gains progress. I wonder how much progress. How long is this taking? 14 months? How much money have I got? Oh, I've got loads of money. Yeah, sure. Actually, we will spend the money for the increased progress, because the shorter this goes on, the sooner we can, the less likely we are to get caught. So now we are also allied to West Francia, who have 8,500 troops, so they're a pretty good ally. Should keep us nice and safe. My spymaster Svarad approaches me with sweat beading on his brow and a pale face. My lord, my humans have been unbalanced ever since I helped you pack that gift for Duke Frederick. I fear the taint of the gold has affected me as well. Ah, damnations. Wedding celebrations. Let's gain the prestige. We're not desperate for money. And we can instead of levying the tax, gain some prestige, which should help us progress towards distinguished. Let's do that. Which it does, so now we are distinguished. Okay. Let's have a look at our dynasty. Apparently, our father has paid for our sister to come back. How are you? You are rubbish, wife. You are an especially rubbish wife. The only good thing is that you are at least specialised in Diplo, which I am pretty bad at. This is going to make my attempts to marry my kin off fairly complicated if we don't have any Diplo. I mean, there's a limit to how successfully I can murder everybody in the world to get what I want. Right, what's going on here? You're one-legged and wounded. Oh no. Our heir to Great Moravia of our dynasty is maimed, leaving behind a granddaughter. We should marry her to someone? Oh, are you telling me that my sister's kids aren't at my court? I don't have control of them currently. Let me look. Sister. No, you've gone to your father's court. That's pretty aggravating. Okay, well, the sooner we kill him, the better. So let's have a look at who is in my court. Nobody, only old people. Let's try and marry him to another robust lady. So we can try and have some robust children. That will be fine. There you go, marry her. The others we'll keep in case we need something. Am I a Catholic? I am a Catholic. That's good. So yes. Oh, a plush and exotic carpet. Plush and vibrant and soft as the first light of dawn, a merchant presents me with an exquisite carpet in the hope of good relations. I marvel at the fine weave and struck by a thought. Wouldn't a carpet like this muffle the treading of feet, even concealing the steps of a bumbling agent? So, I can give it to Duke Frederick, but he might suspect that something is off and gain extra vigilant. Or I can keep it, but I also get the hostile scheme resistance negative. Hostile scheme success chance plus 22. Do I have better hostile scheme resistance from anything? I don't think so. No. I think we have to give it to him and take the risk. Because we don't have any heirs, we can't get, we can't allow ourselves to get murdered just yet. Oh, obviously he suspects something is off. How is my murder scheme doing? Oh, it's still doing fine. The extra vigilant isn't doing anything. Good. That's alright then. So yes, once we have successfully murdered our father and become Duke of Holland... Oh, I never know how to do this. A duke to scare, a local mystic with dubious morals, and a fabricated omen. Perfect. Before the mystic leaves for Duke Frederick's court, there is but one question. Will my false omen be one of fortune or of doom? So, we have to decide how we feel. He's a content paragon. So I think a good omen to lull him with false sense of security will be best. Oh, he is paranoid though. Jesus. I've got a 95 success chance when he's paranoid. Cool. Being his spy master is amazing. So considering he's paranoid, we'll give him a bad omen. Yes. He spends many sleepless nights worrying. Excellent. That's what we like to hear. Let's go on a hunt. While we're waiting. The woods truly is the mantle of the poor, but as the heart flees in panic from foraging peasants, I feel my patience wearing thin. Surely there must be better things to do in Amsterdam than picking roots and mushrooms. So we can deny the peasants the forest, which makes them not like us but gives them some prestige, or we can gain some piety. It's probably going to be a good idea to gain piety whenever we can, because we're going to gain so little naturally, because we have a sin and we're cynical. So I think we'll aid the peasants. We get better dev growth, we get better popular opinion, we get some piety. We lose only a tiny bit of gold. It should be good. The hunt is drawing to an end. We mount our horses to leave the farmlands behind as the servants prepare the hart and other game for the journey back. To heed the call of the wild is usually an adventure, and this outing truly delivered both the good and the bad in overabundance. You need to be getting pregnant there, lady. Schemer discovered. It is my knight Gunzelin that is plotting against my Suffren bishop. The cocky fiend. We still don't care. We're deeply disinterested in whether someone murders my bishop. We are only interested in our own murders. With the recent upset among the peasants of Groningen, one of my agents has presented a unique suggestion for taking care of Duke Frederick. With coin in the right pockets and agitators on every corner, we could stage an entire riot while the Duke is passing through the streets. Time for some good old-fashioned mob rule. I don't see any reason not to go for this. We have 95 and 95. It's as good a chance as any. Let's give it a go. Duke Frederick is dead, beat and trampled by his own subjects. The agitated peasants went wild, seeing their liege riding through the streets, and tore both him and several of his knights from their mounts, beating them to death. Many peasants were hanged, including my agitators, which means it cannot be traced back to me. Never underestimate the power of the mob. And we have an unfortunate accident and moving up in the world, because we are now a mighty duke and the head of Dutch culture. Here we are, Duke Christoph Wendelmoortson of Holland. The Duke of Holland, the Duke of Frisia, the Count of Holland, the Count of Groningen, the Count of Frisia, and the Count of Ostfriesland. Not bad, eh? We have successfully risen in the world. Still allied to West Francia, which is still pretty useful. Now, we just need to work out a way to marry into King Louis of Frisia's line so that we can become the independent ruler of Frisia. And then we'll try and marry some of these Overstricht, Zutphen, Arnhem, Niederstricht, Gelders, the counties we're missing, into our line as well. So this is excellent. Hopefully he will also put me on his council. I guess he hasn't yet. My council. Oh, apparently all my councillors has wandered off. Oh no, he's going to make me the marshal, isn't he? That's going to be disappointing. Oh well. Low county control in Groningen. Oh, I have some actual vassals, including my relative, Count Otwin of Duchy. Oh, who seems to have finally escaped the family genetics. Though he is a glutton. He's a greedy, zealous glutton. Wow. That's great. We can declare some wars, but we're obviously not doing that. And we're not endorsed by our bishop. He still doesn't like us. Doesn't like us a lot. Oh well. Whatever. What are you doing in Groningen? Oh, are they Lollards here? They are. Okay. Everyone else is. So you can carry on doing that. This is... Oh yes, this is my Duchess. Hopefully we can convince her to have some children with us. Alright then, let's have a look. Who have we got? We have this guy. Yep. You're pretty good. You can definitely be my Chancellor. I'm pretty sure that, considering that you, I think, are my only vassal, pretty much. Yeah, then I don't really have to worry about you, because you have, like, 0 troops compared to me, so even if you were to start something, I would definitely win. Do you have any... You are allied to the Countess of Mark. Yeah, she ain't worth worrying about either. So that's cool. So we don't need to worry about appeasing him massively. Oh, our Mare, handily, is an excellent steward. So she can be our steward. Excuse me. And our spy master is going to be our previous spy master, my brother-in-law, who is a truly amazing spy master. There we go, brother-in-law. Yes, increase the control in Frisia. That seems fine. Do we have a better marshal? No. No, this one's fine. Seems fine. You, foreign affairs, yes, that's still more important. We don't care enough about our vassals. You're increasing the development in Groningen. I don't think I want you to do that. Come back and increase the development in Holland. Yes. Well, maybe I could do with increasing my development across here. No, I think I'm just going to leave it in Holland. And hopefully it'll stretch out from there. So we are now also the head of Dutch culture for the first time. Well, yeah, we do have a problem with our top liege being French, but at least we're actually Dutch, so That's something. What are we learning about? This is all done. Early medieval. We know almost literally nothing. We're learning manorialism right now? Is that what we want to learn? Early medieval era economic buildings. It's probably not too bad. I'm gonna have to, now I'm actually head of Dutch culture, I'm gonna have to think quite carefully about what are the appropriate innovations to think about, because normally I think about how to get more troops all the time. But because we're not attacking, that might be less important. Also, we need to improve our monetary situation so that we can keep more troops, essentially. Oh, I like his little circlet. That's quite nice. We killed our father. Excellent. Our dread is currently 10, but it will go up to 30. Oh, we don't get any... Oh, we get dread gain from vengeful rather than getting any actual dread. Fair enough. Okay. So, now that we have successfully navigated becoming the Duke, I am gonna apparently become Marshal of Frisia, which is slightly disappointing. What does being the Marshal give me? Because obviously I can't use the oh no, they're actually in my lands. Oh, now I have to pay attention to stuff. That's annoying. Right, let's raise our troops. Enemy fatality casualties, that seems pretty good. You want the innovations that increase the culture development level cap so you can gain development culture XP and innovations faster. Then you want the stuff that gives lieges more power. Yes, that seems reasonable, actually. We are not very far from manorialism, so I think I'm going to do that one, and then we're going to go to, which is the dev cap one? Communal government. Counties now reach the maximum existing dev penalty at 35 development. So we're probably going to do that one next. And then probably royal prerogative. Because to be fair, if we can enact absolute crown authority nice and early when we still don't have very many vassals, that gives us it gives us much more chance for that to become entrenched and to have less wars while people are trying to revolts, while people are trying to get rid of it. There we go. Stop raiding me. Learn to stop raiding me. So hopefully... Ooh. My wife is bearing my child. I mean, are we sure she's bearing my child? Because she looks a bit sus. Oh, I've grown a beard. I kind of don't have any eyes. I'm so scowly that I essentially don't have any eyes, which is a bit of a problem. What's going on down here? Overstrict, who are you warring with? The overstrict conquest of the county of Tecklenburg. Okay. Right, let's take truth is relative. Do you want to take this first? Because we no longer, interestingly, we have succeeded in our murdering before we took any of these perks. So I'm tempted to go down the torturer route instead. For prowess, dread gain, scheme resistance, levy size. The dark insights are pretty good. We're not going to have many... Oh, well, now we have vassals and more courtiers, so we'll probably have the opportunity to put people in prison. Dread gain, don't lose piety. Thriving in chaos is not very useful. Schema has some useful stuff too. It does. I'm just sort of thinking about which one I would like. I think we're not naturally super... we don't naturally have a high dread cap. And none of these actually improve our dread cap, our natural dread cap. So the increased dread gain isn't fantastically useful. Yeah, I think we might still go down the schema. Twice schemed is also really good. We're very young. We are going to try and grow, so there's going to be vassals and things like that. They're very good for holding control of those. So I think, yes, I agree. But it's definitely worth thinking about. I think one of the things that I do oh. My wife assures me it is the way of life, but her hand lingers on her belly. She is no longer pregnant. I'm still not having wars. I think one of the ways that sure. I mean, I'm not going to be able to do very much for you, mate. The King of England has entered the Liberty War. Also, you're just going to lose this. I hate to tell you. But you are fairly likely to lose. You don't have any money. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that one of the ways that I actually make mistakes in gaming is in not reevaluating my position when information changes. So now that we're the Duke, I definitely think it was worthwhile to have a proper think about what we wanted to do there. She's unmarried. Can we marry you to another genius? We can marry you to some other geniuses. Including some small boys who are geniuses who we might want to marry your sisters to. Now we have control of them. You're a lunatic. I'd rather not marry you to a lunatic. I could marry you to this guy. He's a competent spy master. Which would be alright. Yeah, let's marry you to this one. Genius and competent spy master. There you go. It's a shame we don't have our great spy master anymore, but I mean, we achieved the thing we need to achieve, so it's not bad at all. Right, I'm going to be back in 2 seconds, and then we're going to have a proper look at who we can marry the kids to, now that we have control of them again. So I'll be right back. Right, this time I've remembered to put the microphone back on. So, let's have a good look at our dynasty now. So there's this branch here with Otwin, who has not yet managed to have any babies, but he's now our vassal, so that's excellent. Where are these girls as a point of interest? They're all at Otwin's court? They are. Okay. Somehow this branch has maintained the terrible genetics a lot more. Oh well, despite being maimed, he's still alive and putting out children. Are these male only? Let's have a look. Ah. So currently these two girls are in line to inherit Moravia. I think we might want to perform some inter-dynasty marriages with this boy, where we marry him to her. What's going on here? Oh yeah, he's not a genius. Because, what do you mean you won't accept? Why won't you accept? You just don't like me. She's marrying down. What a load of rubbish. We might need to encourage the king of Greater Moravia to like us a bit better. Let's sway him for a bit, so we can be in control of his children. Matilda. So you're currently... Are you the heir to the Duchy of East Francia? You are. But these are quite young, so they might have more children. Who have we got? So we've got you. We've married you to someone else. Married one of your daughters away. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Look what's happened. All the way back to her, please. Thank you. So you have a son and a daughter, and I have... Who are you betrothed to? This guy. Who is this guy? Oh, this is still... No, this is the heir to the county of Gelders? My sister is... Oh. This is what happens when you don't marry people. My idiot father has non-matrilineally betrothed this girl to the son of the... to the heir to Gelders. Oh, well. It'll make them like us a bit more. So we have two sisters left that we can marry off. Let's consider whether we can, in fact, get control of some more of the surrounding countryside. Gelders is a useful one. Ah, I see. He's Gelders and the elder one's Cleves. You have no rule against murdering mother-in-laws. This is true. This is true. We can murder up, just not down. We should be okay with this. Well, we could also put some... We could also try and marry into Cleves. Cleves isn't in Frisia, though, is it? You, lady. Zutphen is definitely in Frisia. Unfortunately, your heir appears to be in prison. I could murder him. Oh, that's surprisingly unsuccessful. Let's keep an eye on that boy, because we might like to marry that boy. Oh yeah, we were trying to marry Cornwall, weren't we? Oh, but now he's the heir to Cornwall. That's a shame. So we're not going to be able to marry him. This guy, no. We are actually married to that guy. Okay, we'll keep an eye on him. What's going on in Overstrict? They are Norse and a Satru, so we've got no chance. We don't have any chance here unless they convert. What? Wow. Who knows what's going on there? And that would be it. Okay. Apart from Frisia. My king. Would you like to marry your daughter to my nephew? You would really, really not. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, let's have a look at the world and see what's going on. Apart from the fact that France is about to probably get dethroned. And I don't really care. We'll just have to keep an eye on how long the war goes so that we don't lose prestige from never helping. Rank. Inside my Diplo range. And Christians. The Bacillus still doesn't have any suitable heirs. How are we getting on? Nope. You do lose prestige from not helping if the if after 2 years, if you don't help, and it's a defensive war, the war leader can send you a thing saying, you promised to help and you have not helped at all. And you have the choice between helping or sacrificing the alliance, or there's a couple of other things. Oh, you've never seen that? No, I've had it a few times. I quite often say I'll help with things and then never go. So then they're like, meh. They send you money. You can also send money to get out of it. But I think you lose a bit of prestige if they accuse you of not helping. So we just need to keep an eye on that. But you can help by like losing a battle. So you can send like some troops to get wiped off the map and it thinks you helped. Right, we can't do anything with him right now because he might not be on the throne for very long. Boy kings. Can't do anything with our liege. How about Bulgaria? Why haven't you had any children yet, lady? You should get with that. Lotharingia? Well, at least, look, a Lotharingian king has lived long enough to have children. I think it's been some time since that happened. See, everyone hates me now. Which is disappointing. Why haven't you had any children? People are very bad at having children in this game. No, not a lot going on. We married Austria, didn't we? Didn't we marry this boy? We did. I had a feeling we married Austria. Castile? Well, you're not going to be able to do anything because you appear to be in prison. Oh. No. No. You apparently could do with some new blood, but I'm not going to give you any. Duchess of Vidin. Vassal in Bulgaria. That's alright. No, he's got a title. Captains, Upper Lorraine. No. Provence. What is people's... Look. What is the AI's deep and abiding love of marrying their heir to someone who's 45? It doesn't make any sense. Weiss? No, tiny son. Come on, we're going to find someone for these girls to marry. They're getting too old to be sitting around my court and not doing anything. Might have to look at their educators as well and see what's going on with that. Captains. Duke of a peasant revolt. I don't think you can be a Duke of a peasant revolt. I don't think that's how that works. Julich. Some stupid boy. Lovely. Well, this one's the Prince of a peasant revolt. There's all sorts of fun going on here. Captains. Flanders. You have a son. There's no way I'm going to be able to marry this son, is there? Who is this lady? Who are you, lady? I don't know. Oh yeah. We could marry Flanders, but not matrilineally. We definitely need someone to marry, though. Or we're just gonna have to, look at all these boys. There's definitely a problem with rulers living very long in this game. It doesn't seem to be happening with great regularity. Duke of Lower Lorraine? You are the heir. How about this boy? Can we marry him? Matrilineally? Very, very nearly. Right. Let's sway this guy a little bit. You there. Child of my dynasty, my kinswoman Catherine has given birth to a son. Since he is part of the Van Nemen dynasty, he should be blessed with a good name. Gisbrecht. May you grow strong and wise, and one day become Count of Ibrauren. Oh, Lustatia is back in largely control of East Francia again. This is such a mess. Ooh, one of the counts left and doesn't appear to have been replaced. Are we now potentially going to win this? It still doesn't look massively like we're going to win this. But France is going to win another battle there. Ooh. Right, we have a legacy. What are we going to do? I think we need to go desirable match for the marriage acceptance. I think we have to, considering who we are. We might not follow the glory path much further, but I think we definitely need to start with desirable match. Essentially, the ones I really like are blood, glory, and kin. The ones that give specific education stuff, I don't think are half as useful. The warfare, diplo, intrigue, and learning ones. Notably, there isn't a stewardship one. But we're definitely going with a desirable match. Plus 30 marriage acceptance. There are plenty of marriages that if we'd had this, we would have been able to make at various points. So let's take desirable match. And we'll worry about what we take next when we get to next. Now, Duke. Would you now like to let me marry this boy? How old is he? 10. Let's, you would like to matrilineally marry our daughter, our sister. Excellent. There we go. And that is why matrilineal desirable match is so useful. So now we've got that. I did notice that one of my sisters is 15. Can we marry you to like a genius or something? since we've just had a look for people to marry you, it wasn't only that, yeah, let's marry you to this one, so we can try and get some more geniuses in the line. And then we still have my nieces that I can marry off, which are my sister's 2 girls, or 1 girl, this girl. So we still have some options. Excellent. So this is going better now. We still are probably losing this war, but I'm going to try and keep out of it as much as possible. I don't want to waste my troops marching them into France. Especially considering this woman hasn't yet given me a child, but she is once again pregnant. So we'll see how that goes. I'm very tall. Interesting. My neighbour won against... Oh, he conquered Tecklenburg. Okay. My Chancellor died. Which Chancellor is this? Oh, my Chancellor. Do I have another Chancellor? I do not have another decent Chancellor. We would like one. So let's see what we can do about marrying someone to a Chancellor. Let's reset this to our court and to our unmarrieds and see what we can do. Age. What ladies have we got here? Oh, we have this lady. Oh, we have some younger women who have... Oh, you're betrothed. That's alright then. She is a lunatic, but she has some claims. We could marry her to this guy. But he's a lunatic as well. I don't think we need all those many lunatics here. Considering she's a lunatic, I'm not super bothered. Oh, I need to matrilineally marry her, by the way. How about you? You seem great. You are ambitious, but, I mean, what are you going to do? You're also a very large man. Let's send this proposal, and he can be our new Chancellor. Congratulations. You are now our Chancellor. Oh man, what's going on here? Let's start with Holland. We appear to have some problems with how much control we have over our counties, which isn't ideal. Right, let's carry on doing this. This is the problem when you inherit land from other people. They are absolutely terrible at looking after it. Have we successfully made this Catholic again? We have. Well, that's something. As I wait outside the birthing chamber, each minute feels like a lifetime. Raymond's screams have ceased with no infant's cry replace it. Something is wrong, I can feel it in my bones. I am very sorry, my lady. My lord, Lady Raymond, your son, they are both in heaven now. So, my wife died in childbirth, and my son was stillborn. Well, that's a problem. Now I most certainly need to get married again. Since we don't have... I am a duke now. My liege isn't much protection, though. Let's have a look at the alliance power. Now, apparently I could marry my sister-in-laws in France. They would quite happily have me marry those. What other ones we got here? Scotland. I don't think marrying France at this stage is an excellent plan, to be honest. Let's see what we could marry for breeding purposes. So this lady, no. She is obviously a lunatic. Have we got any that aren't lunatics? Oh, this one's not a lunatic. She's 42 though. And I can't murder her. So if I don't immediately get a son out of her, it's not really a problem, because I can invite some people to court and have bastard children. Let's marry this woman. Shall we marry this woman? Or shall we marry someone who is for an alliance? Who isn't going to give us children? Nah, let's marry the genius. Let's marry the genius. If we die, we die. These things happen. And currently we have a... Sorry, age. Yeah, this one. You there. Not a lunatic. You are probably a witch. But, you know, that's fine. Good. So currently our sister is our heir, and then after her it would be her son. So we could do with finding him a... Yeah, there's no geniuses for him right now, but we'll keep an eye on it. Who will be swaying here? Lower Lorraine. Oh, we don't need to sway Lower Lorraine anymore. We've successfully achieved that betrothal. Oh no, I do need you on the list though. Okay. Frisia. We can't do very much about you. We're going to have to wait some time. I think we're going to go back to swaying Frisia though. We'd like to be friends with our liege, if at all possible. Hang on. We're being raided again. No, we're not being raided. It's alright. It's my liege who is being raided. That's alright. Over the years I have received a great deal of portraits from various noble women, both foreign and local. Until now they have mostly gathered dust in some attic. Perhaps I should bring them out and select my next romantic pursuit. We could get picky about partners, which gives us attraction opinion, which I think we want while our wife is still fertile. See if we can get... Oh, she's bisexual, it's alright. See if we can get some babies with her. But yes, there's definitely going to be a time when we're going to be looking for some women upon whom to father bastard children. Right, you are raiding me, which I'm very unhappy about. Raise my armies and send them to attack you. Our knight killed somebody else. That's good. Let's have some new intrigue. We're gonna go for Court of Shadows, I think. We haven't necessarily got any murder plans right now, so I think Disrupt Schemes will do for a bit. And we might go swift execution and a job done right next. Excellent. We've chased off the raiders. Oh, what? Are you going to come and raid us now as well? Somebody else left the Liberty War. A dark night can truly make the shadows in my castle's hallways come alive. The perceived risk for unsanctioned visitors rise ever higher for every unguarded corner spotted. If I alone can see this many faults, imagine what more people with a similar perspective could do. We can hire a group of discreet agents, or I can say that my perspective alone is enough. Fort level and garrison size. I think that's fine. How is he doing? He is kind of winning this war now. Oh yes, he's winning this war quite successfully now. Good. If he wins, he's less likely to complain that we haven't helped. What is this? My liege is defending against... Oh, Brittany, which is trying to take these bits of England. Because he's allied to the English, I guess? Fair enough. Right then. I'm not... What? Why can I declare on Lotharingia? Oh, for someone random's claims to Cleves. I'm certainly not declaring on Lotharingia. Now then. Let's have another look at my dynasty. Oh, in fact, let's do it this way. Our dynasty is not so large that this would be a problem. Let's, all dynasty Van Namen unmarried. Really? Are there actually this many unmarried Van Namens? There's a genius Van Namen here. Would you like to come to court? You won't come? Why not? You just don't like me. Oh well, we'd like to get her back. I mean, she can't have babies though, so actually we don't care about her. Can we invite you to court? We can. And you... Can we invite you to court? Yes. My sister is betrothed. My other sister is betrothed. Oh, this is the one who's not betrothed. No, you're betrothed matrilineally. You're betrothed matrilineally. You're betrothed matrilineally. My nephew. We do need to find someone for my nephew, because he may one day be, Duke after me. The granddaughter. Alright, so these are the... the prince is dead. But that means that this is the heir. You're not the kingdom to the heir to the kingdom of Moravia and Bohemia, because you're actually only going to be the heir to Moravia, because these will split, won't they? Yeah, Confederate partition. They'll split. Cool. Well, I'm glad he managed to have some sons. So we need to keep an eye on that. Who is this? Ah, these are the children in East Franconia. Okay, so we don't actually have too much we need to worry about. we've invited some of the older women back. This is my niece. My cousin. Cool. Okay. So what I'd like to do now is have a quick look at my unmarried in courts. I'm going to have to do this again quite soon because a lot of these people, who knows who they are. Let's check our ones. She's betrothed. She is betrothed, but are you being schooled by anyone? Also, why are you doing learning when you completely suck at it? You should obviously be doing Diplo. Let's find someone to teach you Diplo. Maybe not me. I'm pretty terrible at Diplo. My wife, however, is a genius and is pretty good at Diplo. There you go. Educate my sister. Let's do some educating. We've been slack on our educating of the dynasty's children. She's doing intrigue, which she's pretty good at. She has become fickle, which is largely unhelpful, but we might educate her. My niece and ward. I think we also want to educate this one. He's rowdy. Well, he could also be intrigue. So we're going to educate this child as well. And then, is he the last one that's ready for educating? No, this niece is old enough as well. She's charming. Intrigue or Diplo? Let's put her on Diplo. And have my wife do it. You're my wife, yeah? Cool. Excellent. Now then. We are now... I think I'm going to wait... Yes, I think I'm going to wait until next year to do the marriages, because we will have these people back at the court as well. A whole bunch of people who have come back to our court. He's been asking me for a rolling hoop. He has been redoubling his efforts. Oh, I don't really want him to be trusting. That is not a good thing in a potential ruler. He's going to have to be fickle. I'm going to have to take some stress. Oh, well, now he's ill. That is a bit annoying. How are we doing here? My neighbour High Chiefess Goethe has won against the Duchess of Bohemia in the Bohemian... Alright, okay. Some stuff going on down here. Great Moravia doesn't seem to be doing all that well. But, you know. Clementia has decided her time in Amsterdam has come to an end. The servants have packed her chests and she has said her farewells. With her goes her claim on the county of Givlava, which is over in Great Moravia. Do I care about you? Oh, you are married to a Van Namen. I mean, I don't want to press that claim. And she's also old, so I think I don't care. Off you go. Bye-bye. We could theoretically invite the guy back, but while he's married to her, there's no point. What is this? Who are a dangerous faction? It's got to be some peasants, isn't it? Yeah, peasants. They're not in any way actually dangerous. I'm unworried by peasants. Yeah, the French are now beginning to steamroller this war. which is good. Usually if they're winning, they're less likely to complain. Ah, the King of Great Moravia is dead. So, his titles have passed. No, they have both passed to King Arnost, this tiny child, who is currently losing a war, which he's probably going to continue losing. Oh, King Arnost. You should marry my niece, I guess. King Arnost. How related are they? I don't even have to use my hook. And I would be allied to him. It would mean I'd have to keep marching over here and getting involved in wars in Great Moravia. But, I think we probably want to do that, so we can keep the boy on the throne. I think him being on the throne is worth enough to us. Ugh. I mean, I'm not super excited about it, but it feels like that's the sort of thing we should be doing. Alright, boy. Let's look at the ages. Oh, we managed to have a robust child in the court. That was good. That was one of the things we were trying to do. So, yes, I think we just have to marry him to our niece and put up with the fact that... Let's check how related they are first. Our niece is over here. Thetberger. And he is... Well, he's handily not in this line. So we don't share ancestors till back at the beginning. And the niece is another generation down. So I don't think they're very related. I think that should be a fairly safe... What? No, not this one. The king. Not the heir, the king. We'll make it matrilineal, just for the laugh. But yes, let us send that proposal. And then he will no doubt call us into this war. Are you going to call us into this war? Yes, he is. And then we're going to raise our troops and go marching over there. I ain't going. We'll send the forder. Why do you hate me such a lot, dude? Short reign. You're a lollard. Oh, whatever. I'll sort some stuff out with that. Let's come and attack some people. Are you getting wrecked there, dude? You are, aren't you? Can you maybe try not to get wrecked? No. It seems that my diplomatic overtures towards King Louis have caused a major misunderstanding. I have received a letter which makes it clear that he thinks I have been pursuing a different goal entirely. I am your liege, for God's sake. I do not need to read on to get the point. So now I've made my my king angry at me. Because he thinks I'm trying to get in his pants. No, we're definitely not going Lollard again. Vile heretics have led them astray. No more Lollardy. Oh, my wife is pregnant. Oh, what do you mean enemy ally joins war? That's a bit disappointing. I'm not sure we're actually strong enough to really help out in this war. Am I actually being raided? Oh, God damn it. Oh. How annoying. I also don't seem to have any military engineers amongst my commanders, which is a definite oversight. We need to get some. Why didn't you run away from that? It was obvious what was going to happen and that you were going to get wrecked. Oh man, why are you so terrible at this game, AI? Oh, we're not going to get there in time. Despite successfully besieging the settlement of Dokkum, a fortification protecting swathes of Greater Dokkum, Chieftain Folki has restrained his troops. The resulting looting has been isolated and sporadic. Though your vassal has been spared, no idea. Your personal domains hungrily. I curse the meddlesome savages. Do we want her to be ambitious? I mean, she can be. I certainly have no reason to care that she is. Oh. Bottoms. The peasants are attacking. And I don't actually have enough troops here to be of any use. So I think we're going to march back and deal with the peasants, to be honest. Though these peasants might be about to be getting wrecked by some raiders. Son! I have a son. He's not a genius. That's disappointing. I don't think I want you to be named Frederick. Yeah, you have a cousin named Frederick. Be named something else. Adrian. That'll do. Thank you, Easy Pete Fancam, for the follow. Now then. Where are these peasants? Let me kill some peasants. Come on. You have to march all the way back and kill some peasants. We've discovered manorialism. Excellent. We wish to discover communal government. Now, I'm being unduly raided, I believe. I mean, there's no point calling my house member. He's got enough problems over here, which I have currently abandoned him on, so sucks to be him. He's also a tiny baby, so that's not great. So we're just gonna march our troops back. They don't actually have enough peasants to siege my capital, so that's pretty funny. My nephew Frederick has been impressed with one of the household knights for a very long time. After finally meeting in person, he has been repeating the warrior's words to himself. Greatness comes in time. Be there to grasp it when it does. We want him to be... patient isn't terrible, but it doesn't give him any intrigue. I think we're going to give him diligent, just because diligent is great. We're about to have a mental breakdown. Oh no. We don't want these ones. I don't want to become reclusive. The reclusive isn't terrible. That's quite terrible. I take it back. I don't think we can sensibly convert to Nestorianism. I'd kind of like to. Is Nestorianism good? Hang on. Let's have a quick look at the faiths. Other faiths. Out of the way. Nestorianism. No. No, it's rubbish. Okay. So, we're going to bite our lip and try and stay focused. We're going to take some stress dealing with shortly. Count Otwin, my vassal, has apparently requested support against me. Now, the High Chiefess Gertrude of Lustia has let me know this. I mean, there is no particularly good reason why she will be telling the truth. So, I can say she can't be trusted, and my vassals have my support. If he is loyal, nothing happens. If he's disloyal, he gets a bonus. And I gain protected vassal honor, so they like me a bit more. I could confront him in person. Do I think he's plotting against me? He does really seriously not like me. Let's confront him in person. Have I not always been a loyal servant? Well, I mean, that's the whole thing, is it? So I can do a Diplo challenge against him. And spend some prestige. Or I can just reduce his feudal taxes. Are you even giving me any taxes? Let's have a look at our taxes. Monthly, yes. Half a gold. Yeah, just reduce his taxes. It's fine. Nobody cares. Vassal taxes are very rarely worth worrying about. So usually if you can get away with just decreasing them for something, you probably should. Let's consider doing prepared for anything. Enemy hostile scheme chance -25. Against my courtiers -10. And then we're gonna come down the murder route. King Louis. Ooh. Okay, we beat the peasants. What is this war that my liege is in? Because we might care. He's in prison. Overstrict Hey! Of the county of Groningen? You can't be Can I join my liege's war? Offer to join war. You are fighting someone on their side in another war. What? Why can't I be a part of this war? I don't really understand that. What is this war? Oh, this is the stupid French war. No? What war is this? The Breton claim on the Kingdom of England. Oh, this is my liege's war. My liege is in a whole bunch of wars. Who am I So, my wars are... This one. I think that's the problem. But France is about to win the Liberty War. I don't think this one I'm fighting anyone who is on the side of my liege in anything. So I think that once the Liberty War is won, I should be able to defend my county. Win the Liberty War. Come on. France. Well done. Wow, that was unduly complicated. Right. Now can I offer to join your war? Yes. Excellent. Let's go and murder these people. I mean, they're trying to take my county and it wouldn't let me join the war for it. That seems stupid. It seems like the vassal who... Oh, whoa, hello. Where did all these people come from? They weren't here a minute ago. Is this some other war? Oh man. Now I'm gonna get wrecked. Oh. Bad things are happening. Bad things are happening. Are we in the late stage of the battle yet? Yes, we are. Retreat. Definitely retreat. Well, this is a fairly serious problem. I can't really do anything about that. I'm missing my marshal. There we go. You can be the marshal, even though you hate me. Oh, this is going badly. Is there anything... I'm in this war now. Can I call France? Oh, I'm not allied to France anymore because my wife died. So the only people I could call is Great Moravia, but they're of literally no use to anyone, so... This is a problem. We are having a serious problem here. Ah, you see? Look. I marched all the way over there, but then I had to deal with my own stuff. This is the event, Dusty. So, I will lose Flame and place my alliance at risk. I can pay him money, or I can break my alliance with him. I'll pay him some money. I'm gonna lose Groningen though. This is a problem. Wow, everyone's dead all of a sudden. Who is this boy? We have a new countess. Wow. What is this war that we're being attacked in now? Ostfriesland. They're literally just trying to carve up my kingdom. This is so upsetting. I worked really hard to get this kingdom, you know? And now you are just, wrecking me. Absolutely wrecking me. Let's make her cynical. It's good for the what's it? Oh, this is so upsetting. We're getting completely wrecked. This is what happens when your king is this rubbish. Oh, look, we could just siege this down. I've got some money. Can I get any mercenaries? Yeah, we lost the Great Moravia War to the surprise of like no one. What is this? Who are these people? I can gain a load of dread, but get more stress because I'm diligent. Nah, let's gain a load of stress. Whatever. Yeah, all my holdings are occupied. Oh, and we're about to get wrecked again. Oh, man. Hello, why didn't it let me retreat? Yeah, I've lost Overstrict. I've lost Groningen to Overstrict. We're about to lose Ostfriesland. We are completely wrecked. Oh good, but I've got a new intrigue perk, which we'll need. Oh, this is so upsetting. This morning I had a delightful encounter with a charming young servant. Perhaps I could apply this amount of flirtatious confidence to more than just my personal affairs. Tactically coquettish, increases my attraction opinion but decreases my courtier opinion. Masterfully coquettish, which does the same but for okay. My gaze alone could charm Satan himself. So I can put my attraction opinion up massively by harming my courtier opinion. Oh, I think it's funny. Let's be super charming. Look, guys, can we just have this war be over? Yes, I'd probably like to let whoever this is back out. Me and my liege are getting wrecked again. Tawny troubles. Oh, good. King Louis the Third becomes my friend. Excellent. Let's be friends with our king. Though he's not going to be king of very much, because I'm pretty sure his only vassal pretty much is me. Yes. And he's just failed to defend me in 2 separate wars, which have resulted in us losing a whole bunch of stuff. I do have an heir now. Oh, but I can't kill my wife, can I? Haven't you finished this? I just want this war to be over so I can... Good. Who are these people? I don't know who this guy is. Oh, is this the one who was heir to something? Oh, I don't know. Whatever. How am I still losing money? Oh, because I'm replenishing my troops, aren't I? Look, there's no point going over there right now, King. They've got 4,000 troops. Your 500 troops aren't going to do anything. I mean, well done for trying, but, who is this? Are all of these people at my court as well? They are. Who are they all? Dunno. Not sure I care. You're gonna have to leave, love, because I am not allowed to declare war on anyone. I've been corresponding with your Chancellor, Iron? Yarn? And I must say that I have come to see you in a new light. Perhaps you are even someone that I would one day be proud to call a friend. The High Chiefess of Visby. Where's Visby? It is a well-known fact that courtiers will scheme and plot, but I may be able to use this to my advantage. If I can keep my courtiers suspicious of each other and distracted with infighting, they will not have the time or resources to scheme against me. I can make my wife and a bunch of people not like each other. Do I want to? Yeah, I think so. I certainly wouldn't be upset if someone murdered my wife, so... Let's, yes. They now all hate each other. I have a bunch of lifestyle experience. Oh. Okay. So, now we've finished getting wrecked in a bunch of wars. Which is very disappointing. I'm gonna assign this guy as my steward. I don't really know who he is or where he came from. I've sort of lost track of what's going on. Yes, I will have this person back. We will sort that out in a minute. can declare a bunch of wars, but I'm certainly not going to do that. I'm not endorsed by my bishop. I can change his contract. You're protected from title revocation. You certainly shouldn't be protected from title revocation. Let's modify your feudal contract. That'll do. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is Wendell Mert has come of age. She is an elusive shadow. Excellent. We are going to get to the new year. We're going to have a proper workout of what's going on, set everything up, and then we might call it a day for today. Because I'm a bit, well, not so much tilted as just massively aggravated by my liege's ineptitude in losing me a whole bunch of wars. So we are going to wrap up, I think. A new intrigue perk, which is lovely. We are going to put up our hostile success scheme chance. We have become friends, noticeably. Oh, lordy. Do I want to kill these for him? He really likes me now. Oh, you've betrothed her to someone. A Slovianskan? How did you swing that? That's interesting. Well, she's 15. Maybe she'll have some children that we can, marry. I mean, you're gonna get wrecked there, King. Okay. Let's have a look. So we've got no money. Everything is terrible. Let's have a look at what's going on. So we currently have the County of Holland and the County of Frisia. We are, however, still the Duke of Holland. And our terrified vassal here, who is of our dynasty, is still the Count of Duchy, which I'm not too bothered about. He has a son who is of our dynasty. This is all fine. We might want to make him like us a bit. We certainly don't need to sway our king anymore. So I think we're going to start with trying to make this guy like us a bit more. He executed a witch. Executed a witch, didn't you? Who have I murdered? So I've only murdered my father. We need to do something about our stress, but there's not necessarily anything we can do about that just yet. We have a son who will inherit everything. Our wife is 49, so we don't have to worry about having any more children with her. However, we would probably like to start thinking about having some bastard children so that we can have some more marriages. We do have our siblings, but they're mostly married off. If we look at the dynasty tree, apart from our nephew and our son, everybody else is suitably married. One of our children has become the Countess of somewhere random. Now, this lady was married to a guy who was East Frisia. I assume. Is he? No, he's your second husband. No? Yes. East Franconia, rather. East Franconia is dead. The Duchy of East Franconia. Who has... I wonder who has that title now. Because apparently it is not our... Who is your liege? Duchess Jutta. Fair enough. Okay. So we have these people. Then we have King Arnost of Great Moravia. We've been sure to marry him to another Vatnaman, so he can't do anything too ridiculous there. He is still King of Great Moravia, and he is still alive, so both of those things are useful. He has a bunch of siblings here that we probably can't invite to court because they're related to him, also their children. There's some boys here. These people were invited to my court, but I think they went away again because I was busy. Right, I think I am going to leave it here for today. Because we got wrecked and I need to regroup. So, in good news, we are the Duke of Holland. In bad news, we just got wrecked in 2 wars, lost 2 counties, and are in a little bit of a precarious position considering our liege is less powerful than we are. So we have no one to protect us, pretty much. Brittany has just apparently taken over the whole of England. Wow. Also, Denmark is here. Hi, Denmark. Wow. Yeah. Stuff is happening. I think it's fair to suggest that stuff is definitely happening in this world. Brittany. How do you hold the whole of England? You are allied to a Prince of England. Okay, but that Prince of England only has the title of the Earldom of Essex. You don't seem to be heir to anything either. Though he does have claims to the Kingdom of Italy and the Kingdom of England. Okay, well. This game is weird to say. Oh, here's Visby. Look, it's just next to us. But this is all Norse as well. That's Swedish, but... yeah, so this world is a mess. Our county is a bit of a mess. Our kingdom is a bit of a mess as well. We're also super stressed, which we're going to have to deal with at some point, or we're going to die. But we don't have any money. So we're going to leave it there for today. We will be back next Saturday at 2 p.m. GMT to pick up this massive disaster area and continue our attempts to put our dynasty on as many thrones as possible. It is worth noting that we do now have a king. He's a tiny baby and, like, he's already got wrecked in 1 war. But we have a king. I am a duke, and we also have an independent count. So, slowly but surely, we are increasing our power. But the world has been very unstable, so it's been very difficult to keep people on the throne, even if we can make good marriages. So yes, back next week at 2 p.m. for more of this nonsense. Or you should watch me during the week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 p.m. GMT. We'll be playing Oxygen Not Included. On Monday we're going to start a brand new run. And I think I'm going to do the 100 dupe challenge. I think I've been considering, and my decision is 100 dupes. Must take a dupe out of the printing pod every time it cycles, so every 3 cycles. So yeah, join us on Monday because that should be a lot of fun. You can catch up with anything you've missed from CK3 on YouTube. My YouTube channel is the Max Not Binary. Otherwise, catch us on Twitch for Oni in the week. I will see you, hopefully, thanks Dusty, I will see you hopefully on a Monday, and if not, hopefully next Saturday for more CK3. Have a lovely rest of your weekend, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye.